Here are the updated list of Chicago Bulls roster, with the leader of head coach Billy Donovan. Kobe White, 24 years old, position guard, height 6'5", 5 years experience as a pro. Previous season average, he played 79 games with 19.1 points per game, 4.5 rebounds per game, 5.1 assists per game, in 36.5 minutes, with 44.7% field goal. Chris Duarte, 2021 13th pick overall, 27 years old, position guard, height 6'5", from Sacramento Kings, 3 years experience as a pro. Chicago Bulls received Chris Duarte and future 2 second-round picks as part of the sign and trade deal that sent DeMar DeRozan to the Sacramento Kings. Jevin Carter, 2018 32nd pick overall, 28 years old, position guard, height 6'1", 6 years experience as a pro. Previous season average, he played 72 games in 13.9 minutes per game, with 5 points per game and 1.3 assists per game, with 37.8 field goal percentage. The two-time NBA Slam Dunk champion, Zach LaVine, 2014 13th pick overall, 29 years old, position guard, height 6'5", 10 years experience as a pro. Previous season average, he played only 25 games because of the injury in 34.9 minutes per game, with 19.5 points per game, 5.2 rebounds per game, and 3.9 assists per game, with 45.2 field goal percentage. Ayo Dosunmu, 2021 38th pick overall, 24 years old, position guard, height 6'5", 3 years experience as a pro. Previous season average, he played 76 games in 21.1 minutes per game, with 12.2 points per game, 2.8 rebounds per game, 3.2 assists per game, with 50.1 field goal percentage. Lonzo Ball, 2017 second pick overall, 26 years old, position guard, height 6'6", 5 years experience as a pro. Previous season average, he played only 35 games because of the injury year 2021 to 2022 season in 34.6 minutes per game, with 13 points per game, 5.4 rebounds per game, and 5.1 assists per game, with 42.3 field goal percentage. Josh Giddey from Oklahoma City Thunder was traded to Alex Caruso on June 20th. Josh Giddey, 2021 6th pick overall, 21 years old, position guard, height 6'8", 3 years experience as a pro. Previous season average, he played 80 games with 12.3 points per game and 6.4 rebounds per game, 4.8 assists per game, with 50.1 field goal percentage. Torrence Craig went undrafted on 2014, 33 years old, position forward, height 6'5", 7 years experience as a pro. Previous season average, he played 53 games in 19.8 minutes per game, with 5.7 points per game, 4.1 rebounds per game, with 43 field goal percentage. Julian Phillips, 2023 35th pick overall, 20 years old, position forward, height 6'8", 1 year experience as a pro. Previous season average, he played 40 games in 8.1 minutes per game, with 2.2 points per game, 0.9 rebounds per game, with 41.6 field goal percentage. Onur Betim went undrafted on 2021, 25 years old, position forward, height 6'6", 1 year experience as a pro. Previous season average, he played 23 games in 11.7 minutes per game, with 3.5 points per game, 1.4 rebounds per game, with 38.1 field goal percentage. Adama Sanogo, 22 years old, position forward, height 6'9", 1 year experience as a pro. Adama signed a 2-way contract. Previous season average, he played 9 games in 7.3 minutes per game, with 4 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, with 51.9 field goal percentage. Darnell Terry, 2022 18th pick overall, 22 years old, position, forward, height, 6'7", 2 years experience as a pro. Previous season average, he played 59 games, in 11.5 minutes per game, with 3.1 points per game, 1.9 rebounds per game, with 43.9 field goal percentage. A former NBA G League Rookie of the Year 2023, Kenneth Lofton Jr., became a free agent from Utah Jazz. On August 15th, was signed a one-year contract in Chicago Bulls. Lofton went undrafted on 2022. Position, forward. 22 years old. Height, 6'6", 2 years experience as a pro. Patrick Williams, 2020 4th pick overall, 23 years old. Position, forward. Height, 6'7", 4 years experience as a pro. Previous season average, he only played 43 games because of injury, in 27.5 minutes per game, with 10 points per game, 3.9 rebounds per game, with 44.9 field goal percentage. Jalen Smith became free agent from Indiana Pacers. On July 8th, Jalen signed to a 3-year contract. 2020, 10th pick overall. 24 years old, position center or forward. Height, 6'9", 4 years experience as a pro. Previous season average, he only played 61 games in Indiana Pacers, with 9.9 points per game, 5.5 rebounds per game, with 59.2 field goal percentage. Nikola Vucevic, 2011, 16th pick overall, 33 years old, position, center, height, 6'10", 13 years experience as a pro. Previous season average, only played 76 in 34.3 minutes per game with a double-double, 18 points per game, 10.5 rebounds per game, with 48.4 field goal percentage. And here are the list of Chicago Bulls rookies. Matas Buzelis, 2024, 11th pick overall, 19 years old, position forward, height 6'10", summer league average 16.4 points per game, 4.2 rebounds per game,